Hi guys, it's Jason here with you for another Humpy report, and today we are going to break down the Oregon-Washington State game that kind of felt like it ended a couple hours ago. It ended about 11 o'clock my time. If you are on the East Coast, hopefully you stayed up for it because it was a great ending, great game, two good teams. And Oregon comes out with the 37-35 victory on a Kendon Lewis short field goal to win up the ball game, his first career game-winning kick at the buzzer. 17-17 at halftime. Two very good teams going at it. Washington State thinks they had the game-winning touchdown with a minute to go when Gordon hit a touchdown for his second touchdown grab of the night with a minute to go, and Oregon gets the ball at the 40-yard on a good return. Had a backup returner because Travis Dyer went to the locker room with an injury, and Justin Herbert made more plays than Gordon. I know there's going to be people out there that say, what do you mean more plays? Herbert only had 222 and then Gordon had 4 assists. Herbert, the difference in this ball game was Herbert was better on third down. Oregon was 11 out of 17 on the third down. Washington State was 1 for 9. Yes. 2 on 2 on fourth down. So you could really say 3 out of 11. But Oregon makes just enough plays to win this ball game. Gordon throws a pick six at the end of the second quarter to Javon Harden. That really set the tide in motion. It was a 17-10 ball game. Oregon went for 2 because Kendon Lewis missed a PAT. The PAT that came after C.J. Vidal's 85-yard touchdown. C.J. Vidal, 23 carries, 257, and 3 touchdowns. A very big game from the running back. Oregon had 306 yards rushing. So Oregon's more balanced. Oregon had 528 total yards. Washington only had 446 for assists in the pass. Only 40 yards rushing. Bogey, the Cougars running back, 8 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown. He scored the first touchdown for the Cougars. And John Johnson, 4 catches, 64 yards, had that big catch that set up the game-winning field goal. Thought he was gonna score. I did too, and then he got caught at the behind, and set it up for that game-winning field goal. Look, I know there's going to be people out there, Oregon got torched, Oregon got burnt on a lot of passes. Yeah, that's the case, but when you throw like Washington State does, they throw pretty much on 90% of the passes, on the plays, and you're gonna give up yards. That's what Washington State does to your defense. I think as soon as Oregon gets the cornerback depth, the DB depth, and the linebacker depth, I think you're gonna still see issues when they go up against the Cougars. And that's okay. You just have to stop them in the red zone, and that's what Oregon did. Forced a couple field goals, got a red zone turnover in first half, and that's what you needed to do against a air raid attack, especially the Mike Leach air raid attack. He's so good on carding plays and whatnot. So, look, the only defense that's able to quote unquote, slow down Washington State was Utah. And Utah's secondary depth is a lot better than Oregon's. Let's just call it what it is. Washington State only had 13 points in that ballgame. So, and there's going to be people out there, well, UCLA scored 60 points on Washington State, and Oregon only scored 37. When Washington State changed the defensive coordinator, the original defensive coordinator resigned, and soon as that took in place, the Washington defense, the Cougars defense, got a lot better. And you seen that Oregon had its struggles at times. Herbert only 222 passing, but they ran the ball very good. So I think it balanced out each other. Justin Herbert doesn't throw a touchdown or pass. The first start in his career that he doesn't throw a touchdown or pass. But I'm sure Justin Herbert will trade in a win. Oregon's first win against Washington State since 2014 when they won in Pullman. Look, this game could have gone either way. We all know that. The referees were questionable at times. I'm still trying to find where Pinero Sewell jumped for a false start. I'm still trying to find it, but they called a false start. A lot of defensive pass interference calls that they called was questionable, but all in all, Oregon got the victory, and that's what you needed to do when you only got 12 opportunities to get a victory. Oregon goes 7-1 in overall, 5-0 in the conference. Cougars 4-4, 1-4 in the conference. And if Oregon could get a win against the Beavers, Oregon would go undefeated against Pac-12 North teams. Right now, it looks like Oregon and Utah in the Pac-12 North title game. That should be a good game in Santa Clara. But Utah doesn't have the Pac-12 South sewn up. They still doesn't have the tiebreaker over USC. Oregon plays USC this week coming up. It's going to be on Fox at 5 p.m. And I just read on Twitter that the number one recruiter on the Fox, Joe Klatt, Gus Johnson, will be on that call for Oregon and USC. Probably my favorite pain of carding the game is Joe Klatt and Gus Johnson. Look, it wasn't a pretty game. Oregon gets the victory. That's what you want. And Oregon gets the victory. Justin Herbert led a very good drive to set up the Kingdom Lewis. That's up for the Cougars. There's a bye week, then they play at Cal. Cal right now is offensively challenged. They got shut out against Utah last night, 35-0, I believe, and Cal can't move the ball on offense. So that should be a win for the Cougars, and they also play the Beavers. That should get them to 6 wins. But once again, Oregon gets the victory, 37-35. Oregon should be in the top 10. And Oregon looks good at times. They get the victory. So once again, Oregon wins 37-35. They play USC next week down at the Coliseum. So once again, my name's been Jason in a cloudy Cottage Grove, Oregon. And once again, my name's Jason. This has been the Humpy Report, and have a good day, and go Dutch.